Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Gas prices are on the rise throughout southeast Missouri. A newly formed ambassador program has been created, and there's a new way to watch KDKZ television. All of these stories are coming up.
Cloudy skies and some cold air on the way for southeast Missouri. How long will it last? I'll let you know coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. As you may have noticed at the gas pump, gas prices continue to rise in the area. The Missouri state average for gasoline is about $3.19 per gallon, which has gone up about 14 cents a gallon. Greg Lukoski with GasBuddy.com tells 18 Eyewitness News why the price is rising.
I think that what's driving that right now is a significant increase in wholesale prices that occurred around the same time the Department of Energy reported that there's been a decrease in gasoline inventory. Lazowski says that the national average at the pump is $3.40 per gallon. So the national average has increased by 6 cents a gallon over the past week, while Missouri increased by 14 cents, but nonetheless, Missouri is still well below the national average. Lazowski says to expect more price increases toward the middle part of the year. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin, it feels like wintertime again.
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions throughout southeast Missouri, we're seeing temperatures right now in the mid to upper 30s in most areas, some lower 40s. 40 degrees right now in Ironton, 41 in Cape Girardeau, Piedmont at 39, 36 in Festus, and 38 right now in Potosi and Fredericktown. Going through the evening hours, mostly cloudy skies, 38 degrees at 7 p.m., 34 by 9. By midnight, partly cloudy, temperature of 31. What's in store for your day on Thursday? I have all the details coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
The Farmington School District is continuing their search for a new superintendent. Dr. Natalie Thomas announced her retirement from the school district during the past month's Board of Education meeting. When Dr. Thomas spoke with 18 Eyewitness News, she told us that she's retiring from the district and not education.
I feel like I still have a lot of energy and vitality and desire to provide a service, and I also believe that I have something to contribute to children in the educational system, so I'm pursuing that.
Dr. Thomas says that cooperation from a new leader is important.
That the continued cooperation and support of a new leader is the best way to help a board be successful and to help a school district be successful.
Thomas is looking forward to her future plans. The Bonne Terre Chamber of Commerce is inviting local businesses to participate in a newly formed ambassador program. Executive Director Nancy Dill explains to 18 Eyewitness News what the program is.
It's a group of people that if you're willing to volunteer and help the chamber, you would be the visible name of the chamber. You know, when we have various events, when we have ribbon cuttings or whatever, you would be an agreeable person that you would sign up a form and you would say you would be there.
Ambassadors will also meet with new chamber members as well as support and actively participate in the goals and the action plans of the chamber. If interested, visit our website, KDKZ18.com, to learn how you can sign up. Severe thunderstorms rolled through southeast Missouri Tuesday evening. The National Weather Service reports that several went without power during the storms as strong winds blew through, gusting up to 60 to 70 miles an hour. Some minor flooding and other wind damage was reported throughout the area. And when we come back, a new way to watch KDKZ television. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
The blood of Jesus. washes. Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. Press the blood, it is my victory.
How can heat also be cool? When it comes from targeted induction technology, which uses electromagnetic waves to quick heat your pan, boiling up to 40% faster, while the surface around it stays perfectly cool to the touch. It's faster, hotter, and, well, cooler.
Hi, Bob Seabaugh at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance. Come and see this and other great features and benefits that will amaze you. Now on sale at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance in downtown Fredericktown.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
The Dawkins Broadcast Group is proud to announce that you now can watch KDKZ television live online. All you need to do is visit our website, kdkz18.com, scroll down on the homepage, and you will see the live stream. You're now able to watch retro television as well as our local newscast live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is just another free service of the Dawkins Broadcast Group. Reynolds County Sheriff Tom Vollner is now claiming that no ride was ever offered to David Dessercrow and his two sons, who died earlier this month after getting lost on the Ozark Trail. Now, reports say that a passerby spotted the hikers and spoke with them about 3.5 hours into their hike. Vollner originally said the man offered a ride that was declined. Vollner said earlier this week that he had learned that the passerby decided to offer a ride to the three only after driving away. By the time he returned, the hikers were gone. A Jackson man who pleaded guilty in a deadly stabbing in downtown Cape Girardeau has been sentenced to 4 years. This past November, Ryan Harkey pleaded guilty to a charge of second-degree involuntary manslaughter in a Franklin County courtroom on a change of venue request. Harkey was originally charged with second-degree murder in the death of Jerry Conrad. Reports say the two men got into a fight inside a Cape Girardeau bar, and it escalated outside back in December of 2011.
Coming up next in weather, some cold air on the way. How long will it last? I'll give you all the details. Coming up next, we'll be right back.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
With extended hours, let the UPS store pack and ship your gifts.
Hi, I'm Steve from the UPS store in Farmington, Missouri. Me and my staff would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Let's take a look at weather headlines for southeast Missouri. We're seeing a colder air mass come into southeast Missouri. There is a chance of flurries possible late Thursday night, and it looks like a possible warm-up for next week. Currently here in southeast Missouri, we have temperatures in the 30s, some lower 40s out there, 41 in Cape Girardeau, 39 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown 38. Most general temperatures are in the upper 30s. However, down in Piedmont, 39, close to 40, and 40 right now in Poplar Bluff. Currently here at the studio, we're close to 40 as well. 39 degrees under mostly cloudy sky. Feels like 30 out there. Current dew point 20, 46% humidity. West-northwest wind at 17 miles per hour. Going through the day on your Thursday, we're going to see some clouds throughout southeast Missouri, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures on the chilly side. For tonight, it's going to be cold out there. 21 degrees for your overnight low. West wind 10 to 15, gusting at 30 at times. 22 in Festus, 25 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown 24, 25 in Piedmont, and 22 in Van Buren. Then for tomorrow, we'll see a high around 40 degrees here in Farmington under partly to mostly cloudy sky. 38 in Festus, 40 in St. Genevieve. The further south you go, a little bit warmer. 46 in Piedmont and 49 in Poplar Bluff. The next several days look like this in southeast Missouri. On your Friday, mostly sunny, high of 30. Then on Saturday, 45, partly sunny. Much warmer on Sunday, high of 50, mostly sunny. Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, partly sunny skies. Monday's temperature 56, 45 on Tuesday, and 47 on Wednesday. Another look at our weekend forecast for southeast Missouri. On Saturday, 45, partly sunny, low of 30. Then on Sunday, a little bit warmer, with a high of 50 and mostly sunny skies. It's not a bad weekend at all. There's check of your storm tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. We'll be right back.
Here's a look at your 2-minute tour of Missouri. 10 union mine workers protesting outside of the Peabody Energy headquarters in St. Louis were arrested Tuesday for sitting in the street. Workers and retirees were seeking attention to what they consider poor treatment from Patriot Coal Corporation, a spinoff company from Peabody. Reports say the protest was a bid to save health care and pension benefits that could be stripped away in Chapter 11 proceedings. Around 800 mine workers were present at the protest. Missouri lawmakers are once again trying to pass a bill to where people do not have to have a valid driver's license or proper ID with their picture. They could vote with a provisional ballot. Currently, anyone going to vote can do so by showing some sort of identification, including utility bills or paychecks with their name and address on them. If the bill passes, voters who do not have a proper ID will have to sign an affidavit saying they could not obtain one. Work began Tuesday to open a gravesite in an effort to identify the remains buried beneath a single tombstone at Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery, honoring an American crew whose plane crashed during the Vietnam War on February 5, 1969, over a mountain jungle in Laos. DNA testing will be done to see whose remains were buried at Jefferson Barracks and whose were left behind. Each crewman identified will be given his own burial site. The state of Missouri could speed up its takeover of the Kansas City School District. A Senate bill that would make a swifter takeover possible is rushing forward, spurring the district to show it is making enough progress to deserve 2 years to regain accreditation. The state board could act by this summer and launch a process of public meetings required by the bill that could lead to the district being placed under the control of an appointed board before the next school year. Many lawmakers and the Kansas City public school leadership support the core language in the bill. They agree that the Education Commissioner and the state school board should not be compelled to decide for or against the takeover of a school district only at the 2-year mark. And that's a look at your 2-minute tour of Missouri for today. Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, what to expect when you walk down the aisle. That's the topic of today's Focus on the Family.
I'm Stacy Johnson here with celebrity chef Chad Dilborger. Chad is going to show us how to make the best appetizers you've ever had in your whole life. It's cheap, it's simple, and it's coming up on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh, commonly called a bladder sling, you may be entitled to a significant cash award. Many women implanted with this device have suffered discomfort, excruciating pain, and even incontinence. The FDA has even warned that pelvic meshes may cause serious injuries, including pain, scarring, infection, incontinence, and discomfort. If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh,
Call the Rely On Group at 800-796-6986.
When people talk about having realistic expectations for marriage, many of them assume that means acknowledging the possibility of divorce. But there's another way to look at it, as Dr. Bill Meyer explains in today's Focus on the Family.
And I didn't deal with situations well, and I came from a family that really didn't, and that was one of my biggest doubts.
Elena is describing the concern she had about getting married in light of her parents' divorce. But she decided to be proactive, talking through a lot of her struggles with a counselor before she even met future husband Craig.
We talked extensively about her coming from a divorce background and what that looks like for her. She really took care of a lot of that before even going into our relationships.
That was a wise decision because there are some common pitfalls that children of divorce need to address.
They have sort of this fairy tale view that if I can just find the right guy or the right gal, then we're not going to have the kind of conflict that will lead to divorce. Instead of realizing that it's really the commitment that you make in your heart and your character that gets you through that conflict.
And learning how to work through conflict is essential to long-term marital success. Elena and Craig have the right idea.
For us, communication is one of the biggest factors that keeps our marriage strong, in that we talk our problems out right away and we don't just keep things bottled up inside. And
then we find a solution, we don't ever leave it hanging.
Marriage, like all relationships, involves hard work, but keeping a sense of humor helps too.
As far as our marriage goes, we're both committed to that.
I am till the end of today. Just kidding.
For a couple hours, I guess, but beyond that, who knows? No, I think that we're both very committed to a lifetime together.
I don't like to think of it any other way. I just think of this is my life and this is how it always will be.
And that's exactly the kind of ironclad commitment that will relieve those doubts caused by a parent's divorce. The kind of commitment that will last a lifetime. For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. We all want to get the most for our money, especially when it comes to food. So how about a super easy appetizer you can use on the big game or anytime? Money expert Stacy Johnson has an idea in this week's Frugal Family Feast.
I'm here with celebrity chef Chad Dillberger. Chad has written a whole heap of goodness. It's a great cookbook. He's here today with a recipe for a super appetizer, which is super simple and super cheap.
That's right.
What do you got for me today, Chef?
Well, today we are doing marinated checkerboard cheese. And the ingredients are extra sharp cheddar cheese, cream cheese, parsley, green onions, basil, garlic, pimentos, salt and pepper, olive oil, and white wine vinegar.
Okay, Chad, that's the ingredients. Throw it together for me.
Well, it's really easy to kind of put together. All you're going to do is you're going to chop all of your vegetables and mix your olive oil, pimentos, and white wine vinegar. You're then just going to go through and slice your cheeses like so. Then you're just going to lay them out in the checkerboard pattern on a plate like we've done right here. Take this mixture that you've got, once everything's chopped up, and you're just going to pour it over the top. Really, really easy to do. You're going to take this, cover it with a good plastic wrap, put it in the refrigerator overnight, let that cheese soak up all those great flavors, and the next day, serve it for your party.
And we have some already done through the magic of television.
That's right.
We're going to try it right now, and it is going to be, let's see, delicious, delicious. You need the recipe for this, and you're going to find it at moneytalksnews.com. Just do a search for Frugal Family Feast. Thank you so much, Chef. I'm Stacy Johnson from Money Talks News.
And as Stacy said, he's got a lot of information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com. Click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, Lawrence Bowers is set to return. The St. Louis Cardinals will host an early spring camp, and Blues owner Tom Stillman gets a call from Wayne Gretzky. These stories and more coming up in sports.
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
After losing senior forward Lawrence Bowers to a sprained right knee earlier in this month, the Mizzou Tigers and coach Frank Haith will welcome his return this week. Reports say Bowers will play tonight as Mizzou takes on LSU on the road. It is not certain if he will immediately return to the starting lineup or come off the bench. The St. Louis Cardinals will host an early spring camp for a select group of minor league players for the third year in a row. Among the 24 invited are 6 of the organization's 7 selections from the first 3 rounds of the 2012 first-year player draft. Those players include James Ramsey, Stephen Piscotty, Patrick Wisdom, Stephen Beam, Carson Kelly, and Tim Cooney. Right-hander Michael Walcha will not participate because he earned a non-roster invitation to Big League Camp. Early camp participants will report to Jupiter, Florida on February 22nd. St. Louis Blues owner Tom Stillman has been asked to be a guest at the 11th annual Wayne Gretzky Fantasy Club. Gretzky asked Tom to participate because they plan to wear Blues uniforms at this year's camp. Stillman played NCAA Division III hockey at Middlebury College. He still plays regularly, at least 3 times a week, including once a week with members of the Blues alumni still living in the St. Louis area. The St. Louis Rams and coach Jeff Fisher have found a way to add more talent and experience to their coaching staff. Tuesday, when they announced the addition of Frank Bush as the linebacker coach. Bush joins the Rams from Tennessee, where he held the same position replacing Blake Williams, who did not renew his contract. This will be Bush's 23rd season in the NFL. That's the day in sports. Back to you, Fred and Dustin.
Thanks a lot, Fred Jr. Looking at your forecast for the rest of this evening, we're going to be seeing a mostly cloudy evening for the most part. Temperature at 38 degrees at 7 p.m., 34 by 9. By midnight, decrease in clouds, partly cloudy, and a temperature of 31. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News tonight at 6. Newswatch is next, and don't forget to check out our website, KDKZ18.com, where you can watch us live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 o'clock.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com. Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.